Hey, coaches. Coach Dave Bishop here for Run the Damn Ball. I hope you guys are doing well today. As we talked about last week, we want to finish up our midline concept. With that being said, what I'd like to do, one of the things that was asked was just kind of take a look at some of the cut-ups from our Y-fold concept. So what I want to do is I want to jump backwards a little bit, and I want to talk to you about our Y-fold concept. And as you notice here on the screen, we've got tight end trips up top. So really, if you notice, I've taken 1, 2, 3 guys out of the box. Okay, and so what they've given us is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 man surface, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, plus the quarterback plus the running back. So you're looking at that's 8 on 6. That's pretty good odds. So one of the things that we want to look at here is, again, we're going to take this guy. He's going to turn out. Tight end's going to turn in on the play side linebacker. All right. Our guard is going to in and up on the play side linebacker. So again, we're getting that 2-for-1. If we had a halfback in here, we'd still get that 2-for-1 concept that we were talking about. So let's take a look at this and see how it plays out for us. Great ride by the quarterback. As you can see, the tight end ends up going, and the linebacker disappears. Okay, watch him again. He disappears, right? Linebacker's disappearing. So the tight end's rule is if he disappears, you go ahead and climb. So he does. He climbs up to the safety, and that block itself helps that play explode just for a little bit more than what it would have had it not been. Now, the interesting thing here is we come back a little bit later and we give it a little bit different look. We got the tight end up top. So what we had there is a pro set up top, okay? And we had the twins down here. So you got doubles, right? Pro, twins, and we're still going with a Y fold. And regardless of how you look at it, he's just a little bit tighter here. So again, Y fold, great concept, because here's the thing. We could throw 90 game to the twins. Right, you could throw hitch out here, you could throw slant out here, you could throw what we call a hot or one stay. So he's going to stay, he's going to kick and block. Depending on this guy's alignment, we can run a hitch back to the single receiver side. All right, so there's a lot more to this game than just going ahead and running midline. So you've got to have a little bit in there for everybody when we're talking about run the midline, especially from the Y fold. So give yourself something that you can run outside of the tight end sets when you're going to a spread set with a single back, and that will make it elite, make the play a little bit better in the long run. So let's go ahead and run into this week. What we want to do is we want to take a look at what we talked about last week. Let's dive into midline week, okay? Midline week. And what we found over the last few years, this is a much better play for us than running it to the wing side or the tight end wing side, unless we're running with a Y fold. And the reason being is numbers. A lot of times when we get into this tight end wing set, what we find is the free safety overplays. He's either playing over top the tight end, sometimes he's playing a little bit wider, but at worst, a lot of times he's playing over top our play side tackle or our strong side tackle. So we're able to go ahead and back to this other side. Obviously, the X is not in here. I wanted to box it and say the only issue you have is our whip or our outside linebacker. What we want to do with him is we want to control him with the wing back. So this wing back, once everything starts playing, he's coming and running in full speed motion. We do what we call a belly sweep. So when we run blast, what we call blast, it's our weak side belly, which is blocked just like this, with the exception of we're blocking man on, and if we got a 3 technique, we'll XB it. Well, that's for another day. So let's look at running it weak. We need to control this guy, and we control him with that guy right there, okay? We control him with that backside wing back. So as we look at it, we can look at it just like we did last week. A lot of people now are giving us a 2-eye to the strong side. Their mindset with giving us a 2-eye to the strong side is this. It takes away, in their mind, it takes away trap. And if this guy gets upfield, it's going to take away traditional buck sweep because he's going to take out the backside guard puller. We can get into how we handle that by running power and running wide trap, but that's not what this is about. So with that being said, let's go ahead and look at it to the weak side to a 3 technique. It's no different than if he were a 3 over here. What is not drawn up, as I notice, is my weak side guard right here. He's going to in and up, okay, in and up on that linebacker, okay, in and up on the linebacker, and this linebacker should actually be over here in the A gap. So I did a terrible job of diagramming this right here as I look at it. So because he's in a 30, this guy should be an inside and a 10 technique inside. So he should be in and up on the linebacker. Again, play side halfback is going ahead, and he's going ahead and try to block the play side linebacker. If he disappears, we're going to continue to climb. We're going to work our way up to level 3. We're going to turn out with our tackle, and if we come back over here, we'll get our switch technique that we talked about. Guard block, or the center blocks back on the 2-eye. Guard wraps around his tail, picks up the backside linebacker. We're going to high wall, all right, high wall with our backside tackle, make this guy run up field, and our tight end is going to rip and wall and work that guy level 2 here. If it disappears, he's going to work to level 3 to that corner, okay? Great concept, has worked well for us, but what we see a lot of the time, or most of the time, again, this is a way people are playing us now, but what we see most of the time in a traditional 40 is you're going to get a 2-eye, okay? And because you're getting a 2-eye, that guard's just going to block down. This tackle's going to block out. Your center is going to easy on the backside linebacker. It's not a problem. Guard's turning it out on a 3 technique. We're still going to high wall the backside tackle for the end. We're going to rip and wall levels 2 to level 3 with the tight end. And we're going to try to control that outside linebacker with this wing back right here. So when the snap of the ball, he's coming full speed. And like I said, when we run belly, he's running belly sweep. And if this guy folds inside, we're going to go ahead and ride this and give him the ball on the outside, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look, and we'll run this a little bit more on our weak side midline, okay? This right here is a tremendous. Now, this is not just weak side. This actually ends up against a 50. So we're running this weak to the 50, okay, rather than to the strong side from what I'm seeing here. So what you'll get is this guy will turn out. This will be the guy we read. We're going to come up on the linebacker. He should come through, get up on the linebacker. We should, because he's covered, he should roll to the play side linebacker. The amazing thing is the fake is so good by these two that some of the defense gets caught standing. And we're looking at like a 78, 77-yard touchdown run by the quarterback right here. Look at the corner just standing there thinking the ball was inside. So again, great look by the quarterback as well as the fullback riding and keeping it well. Here's a shot from the end zone. Again, 50, which I didn't show you in the diagram here a moment ago. But you get a base block here, okay? What you'll get is in and up on the linebacker. He's going to block out outside linebacker. This guy screws it up. He should actually be going in on a linebacker as well for some reason. He's a backup, and he runs quick pitch. I have no idea why. And I'm not sure that this guy does what he's supposed to do, but he should be coming back this way as well. So, and from the looks of it, he should be. And I've got all this in here backwards, so nothing like trying to teach and doing things the wrong way. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the weak side. All right, let's look at the weak side here. This is what we should get. He should be in motion here. He should be up on the linebacker. All right, you got a 3 technique. He should turn out, block him with the tackle. Tackle should be out. We should in and up on that linebacker. All right. It looks like we've got a possible switch here, but that depends on what we're getting from the angle. Let's take a look at it. Get a little weak side look. And what we have is an unbalanced set. So we got unbalanced twins. We got tight end twins over here. All right. So we've got unbalanced twins. So not only are we going weak side, we're going true nub. Okay. Getting nub side over here. So you should have block out, linebacker, center, depending on where this guy's lined up. Usually he's in a shade. So he should be able to block him. We get a high wall by the tackle. He should rip and wall 2 to 3. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at our halfback and see what he's got to block here. What a great ride by the quarterback. See, he doesn't even have, he disappears, and he should have climbed, and if he does his job, okay, we talk about a climb rule, he should have gotten either this guy or this guy. All right, let's take a look at it one more time. See what he does on his climb. All right, climb to level 3. If he climbs to level 3, he gets the guy that tackles the quarterback. All right, same team. What we have is the tight end up top, and we have a split end. So we've got a pro set over here with a split out, and we have a bam back. So I've got a guard that we place in the backfield as a bam back, so he should end up being the lead blocker. Again, our rules are going to be the same. We're going to block out, okay? There's nobody to control this guy now, but the way they've got him close to the line of scrimmage, we feel good running the play. I can't tell if he's a 2-eye, but it looks like he's a 2-eye, so we should be able to block down on that guy right there. Oh, he's a 3 technique, so we're going to ride him in there. Again, they do a great job doing the tackle. Great job by the quarterback again, and as well as our fullback riding that thing in there. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and start looking a little bit. Okay, again, we talked about our weak set and how we ran it against weak. What I'd like to do is go ahead and get you guys able to go ahead and talk about the 50 real quick. And so when we look at a 50, there's a couple mindsets with a 50. I'm going to play things head up, true 3-4 mindset. Okay, so you got a head up 0, you got a head up 4, a head up 4 over here, and then we'll talk a little bit about the stack. But blocking is not really a whole lot different. So we're going to start. We're going to the weak side. Again, we're talking weak side. I love running weak against a 50 set. All right. So you got the center basing your nose. You got the play side guard on the linebacker on the back side. All right. Or you can put them on the play side. Just depends on how you want to, who that guy is. If this is your best guy, you can put 2 on this guy. If not, you can put 2 on this guy. But because we have a switch call here, I like putting 2 here because there's no guarantee that that guy's going to get inside, especially with him opening this way. He should be able to make that play. So he may be able to scrape over the top. So we're going to take this guy and push him back. You're going to take your halfback and line him up into a position where he's going to take care of the play side linebacker. We're going to read the 4 technique to the weak side, turn out on the dog over here. And rules are the same on this side, but we're going to get a switch call here, okay? And we're not high walling backside versus this 50. So we're going to get a switch call here. And then really what you should end up doing is you should end up getting your tight end to work here and then outside. So this guy can become an issue, but if the 9 technique is making a play on the backfield on your midline, then we've got some problems anyway. Okay, so a lot of it just depends on how you want to do it. Against a 50, now against 50, we're going to base it here. You're going to get the same switch or combo look over here. We're going to still read that 4 technique. We're going to block out on that dog. We're going to take your play side guard, and he's going to get on Mike linebacker, and we're going to get. So now what we've got is we've got all 3 linebackers blocked. Okay, these two right here responsible for these 2. All right, these 2 responsible for these 2, and then your halfback responsible for this guy. Okay, so That's just kind of the way that we want to do it and how we want to look at it versus a 50. So let's go back to the cut-ups here and check out versus a 50. All right, so again, head up nose, head up fours, and we should be running it over here. All right, that was a give read right there. I don't really like this end zone shot, but you can see the hole right there. All right, these guys changed front on us a little bit. So you got to head up nose. You got to head up four. He's outside, okay? The difference is now this guy has reduced down or eagle down, so he's on the guard instead of the backside tackle. So you'd play this with these guys like a 50 or like a 40. He should high wall. He should block this guy right here, which is what we get. Get a great block by, let's watch the block by our play side tackle. Latch on to that dog right here, okay? It might be a little bit of a hole, but it's not because nobody called it. Again, right here, end zone view of what you just saw. And not only is he not in a 4, he's in a 5. Okay, so you've got a shade right here. It makes it a little bit tougher, so you got a shade in the 5. But our guys do a great job of blocking it and making the right calls. One last look. Again, versus 50, or actually now versus stack. So you got a 3-3 stack here, okay? So you should have everybody blocked in the stack. Turn out on this guy. Read in this guy, okay? All right, with that being said, guys, what you've seen is our midline concept this week versus the week with a 40 front versus a 50 front versus a 3-3 stack, all going to the weak side. If you've not done it to the weak side, I suggest you take a look at it, especially in the off season, maybe during spring football if you guys are doing spring football. If you have questions, again, hit me up, Coach Bishop at coachboard.com. I appreciate you guys that are sending emails in last week. We want to go ahead and spend some time, hopefully next week, getting into some of those emails. The other piece is follow me on Twitter at Coach Bishop 1, and then also on Instagram. Now, guys, look, man, hey, next week, don't miss it. We're going to be talking about our weak side belly, or we call it blast, and we'll talk about the different ways that we block it. Then we're going to work into our complementary plays off of it. So we're going to look at different reverses, sweep, what we call our belly sweep, our blast sweep. We're going to look at the different ways we block blast. And guys, I'm going to be straight with you. It has been the play that has taken us to a different level. People have tried to take away the trap because we are a wing T offense. And so with that taking place and what they're doing is trying to take that away. So our mindset is if you're going to try to take that away, we're going to go ahead and we're going to run blast. So again, run the damn ball next Tuesday, 7 p.m. I apologize for not being able to go live. My internet is not quick enough. So I'm going to have these things up at 7 p.m. Streamed rather than go ahead and stream it live. All right. Hey, peace out.